Elephant conservation has been a big success in Kenya, but for people living in and around game reserves, that's meant big problems. African elephants don't make good neighbours. They don't respect boundaries, and by raiding crops or destroying property, they risk being injured or killed by farmers who have lost livestock or even loved ones. I'm Russell Beard in southern Kenya, where a new project hopes to bring harmony to this age-old conflict. I'm here in the car with Lucy King. She's a project manager at Save the Elephants. Lucy.
Hi.
Hi. So we're out looking for some elephants now. What's the chances we're actually going to see some this afternoon?
Well, there's a good chance. There are about 12,000 elephants in the Tsavo ecosystem. So we've got some fresh elephant dung here and also some elephant footprints up on the left. Can you see them? You can see they're still fresh because the footprints still have the footprint marks, if you like. The ridges are still visible.
You can see where he's just walked across the road there. It's really fresh. We're getting close, I think.
The elephants are slowly recovering after that decimation of the 80s, when we lost almost all of Kenya's elephants. So the elephants are recovering, but the human population has quadrupled in the same time.
Wow.
So we're seeing elephants starting to migrate back into areas where they've always lived, but they're finding houses, schools, development, roads, and they're really finding their migration routes cut off. So we're just coming up to a watering hole, which is quite close to the road.
Wow! Oh my goodness! Wow, this is amazing. This is our first proper sight of the elephants. Look at this. There's a whole family of them. Wow.
Look at these.
Look at this guy.
Look at that huge tusker.
Elephants can eat over 300 kilos of food in one day, and they're not afraid to take it from farmers.
We're only a few kilometres from the farms here that I work with. So you can imagine as nighttime comes, they're going to start crop raiding and walking towards those farms. They approach very stealthily, very quietly. They bunch up together. They keep the young ones under their legs to be safe because they know that there's aggression coming. People are resorting to throwing things at them like stones, firecrackers, balls of fire. They're also shooting them with bows and arrows. They're shooting them with guns if they have a gun.
Oh my God, it sounds like a war.
It does sound a bit like a war, and it's very hard to kill an elephant. So what normally happens is they're badly injured, and that causes them to be even more violent the next night.
Makamo village lies between two major national parks, Tsavo East and Tsavo West, and on the elephant's traditional migration route.
Welcome to Israel.
Here, man and elephant regularly come into conflict.
We're just about to visit a property here that Kaleli says has actually been abandoned. After the farm was raided by elephants, the house was torn down and the farmer escaped with his life, decided not to come back.
This is the house which was destroyed by the elephants, and the farmer was forced to run away. You must be very sharp in making decisions. If you make a quick decision and run out because your house is being broken, you're in great danger because you don't know how many more are outside.
Ambrose Mabanga is another local farmer who's had many encounters with marauding elephants.
If you try to chase them, they come back, or?
It can chase you until it catches you. It chases until it catches you, and then throw you up, come down, and step on you.
Farmers who are victims of crop raiding elephants take a double hit, losing not just the harvest for that season, but also seed for the next.
Kaleli's saying this happened just in one night. 30 elephants came and just decimated the entire crop in one night. The farmer wasn't left with one bag. Is there a temptation on part of the farmers to punish the elephants?
Yeah, we've been thinking about that as a community. Unless maybe somebody or somewhere comes up with something which can help us protect our crops and ourselves from these elephants, then we'll impose that decision, which can be disastrous to animals. To be sincere.
Hello, Lucy.
Hi.
Hi there. What's going on?
Well, this is one of our local beehive fence construction workshops. We're actually making 3 beehives today just to extend the beehive fence.
Okay, so just backtrack for a second.
Yeah.
We're talking about honeybees.
Yes.
And you're using honeybees to stop elephants raiding crops.
Yes, we've done some
That's the
research with wild elephants, and we've discovered that they actually are scared of bees. And we've been playing sounds to elephants, observing their behaviour in the wild, and they run from bees.
I suppose you only need to get one bee up your trunk, and it's yeah, you don't want to go there again. Yeah.
We've had one guy describe a bee going up an elephant's trunk, and it went berserk. It was breaking branches in a natural tree, and it broke open a wild beehive. The bees swarmed into the face of the bull, and he went berserk, screaming, trumpeting, running for his life. And so we're actually using that natural behaviour into a deterrent. We put a queen excluder just 6 top bars back from the front of the beehive. And what it means is it keeps the queen in the front chamber where the brood is laid. So when you lift out the comb like this, it's just pure honey. And that's very valuable in the market.
So it's keeping the riffraff away from the royalty.
Exactly. This is the royal chamber, and this is the paupers section.
Well, this is an unusual thing to be doing of an afternoon, isn't it? Kind of get into the flow of it, and then you just remember that the reason we're doing all this is because there's giant African elephants roaming around here, very, very close to here. And yeah, it's easy to forget.
As an elephant tries to enter the farm, he will automatically avoid the beehive. And as he tries to push through, he'll hit this wire. And as he touches it, you can see it causes the beehives to swing on either side. If there are bees in the hives, they'll be released. And they fly out and sting the elephant.
And tell us about the nature of the bees.
The bees in this part of the world seem to arrive with the rains. They'll send out scouts, they'll go, wow, this is a fantastic place to live. And then they'll bring the rest of the swarm. In the dry season, the whole beehive fence could be empty. But as the crops start to grow, it attracts the bees, but it attracts the elephants. So you get high occupation of hives at the same time as the elephants try and crop raid. So the system seems to be working. Asante Sane. How are you?
Hello.
This is Russell.
Hi.
Good. Hi. This is Tabitha. So this is her shamba.
Okay.
Elephant not come in the farm, and then when they see this, they go out.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you see elephants here?
Yeah, they reach here,
Really?
and then they go away.
Really?
Because the beehive.
Oh my goodness, that looks good.
With no elephants raiding her crops, Tabitha has enjoyed a full harvest.
That is really healthy looking maize, isn't it? So are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
You are?
I'm happy to find these crops.
There you have it. I mean, it's so obvious when you compare these 3 healthy sacks of grain and the seeds for next year, the difference between that and that field of destruction that we saw earlier. I mean, it couldn't be more.
Yes, it's very
Couldn't be more
stark, isn't it?
different. Yeah.
These beehives are really keeping the elephants out, and they're providing sustainable food for their families, and hopefully some honey as well.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.